Welcome to 2025. At Running Rust, we're starting the year off just like we did in 2024. The car is broken.
So our quick 3-second burnout became after the beautiful ticket. So it looks like we're not going to do burnouts in this area anymore.
Sylvania is not pro smoke.
Not pro smoke. Thumbs down.
So last time we were here, we figured out the reason why it would not start. So if you cut back to when we went and tried testing the car out, we were trying to do some test pulls, and out of nowhere, the car just stalled and then would not turn back on. We knew it had fuel. We knew it had air, so that means it's missing spark. In our minds, we've had a lot of issues with spark plugs and spark plug wires. They were all old. They weren't that great. So the first thing that we did before actually investigating anything was, all right, let's spend some money.
Shut up and take my money.
And just replace those. So over here, we got some nice new spark plug wires. We also have some very nice spark plugs that are in there that are actually made for headers. Made to install very easy. We were super confident moving in there. We got everything put in, went and turned the key, and nothing.
Dud.
So
now we have this brass gear over here. The problem was with this gear, it shattered, and that's because it's garbage. That's about a $6 part right there. That over there is about a $80 part.
So from what we have looked into, this is a part that does just, it wears and tears, especially on cars that are doing drag racing. There's a lot of pressure put on these gears because they're pulling so hard, so rapidly. We went through and we looked at the gears on the camshaft, and it is fine. We're going to have to go through and make sure that there's no metal shavings in there, so we're going to do an oil flush later on. But for right now, we're replacing this because all those teeth are broken off right here, and this thing basically just, as we're trying to turn the car over, it's not spinning the distributor, so there's no spark being moved around. It was basically trying to spark one plug, and that's why it wasn't going anywhere.
I think this might be our first time using our vise, actually. But we're going to go ahead and do is tap that little pin out that's right there, so we can slide this gear off. We already measured this height, so we know that's about an inch. So we put the new one on, it'll be the same height, and we can get it thrown back in the car.
So in Ohio, it's finally getting cold and gross. It's about 10 degrees outside right now, and our shop has no heat.
So our shop is negative 10 degrees, it feels like.
Just slide through it.
No, I haven't even got it to...
Oh. Maybe grab a square one.
That should work, kind of, maybe. There we go. Look at that. Ta-da! So now we should be able to pull that gear off. It might be a little jammed. Oh, wait.
Well, now it fucking spins.
Yeah, it spins now that...
I mean, it's broken already, right?
Do you have a gear puller? We have those gear pullers. All right. So I will hold these like so, and then you start tightening that.
You gotta hold the mine.
I can't make any promises.
There's some tension on it.
Okay. Now we'll need a wrench to... Basically what I'm going to try to do is hold this still while Hunter wrenches it off.
Soul came in.
And fixed our stuff, yeah. Oh, slipped off. Okay, you're good. You're good.
I've never seen one of these pullers actually work. Yeah?
I think so.
You're off.
Slipped off again.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Here we go. Oh, catch a towel on fire.
Yeah, it's fine.
What are the odds I can heat up just the gear and not the
this.
shaft? Here, stand right next to it so I can burn you as well. Kidding. This is...
This thing's a piece of shit. We need one that actually locks on. All right, mission accomplished. We got the gear off. For those of you that are going to do this at home, my best piece of advice is say screw it and just buy a new distributor because this sucks. We had to use a couple of sets of these gear pulleys. I don't recommend them. We got these from Harbor Freight. They were like $15.
Junk.
They're not worth it. They don't hold worth a shit. So spend a little bit better money, get a nicer set. It did come off. You can see the distributor here. So we're going to have to now press this other one on, and hopefully that goes well. But, you know, in the cold, it never does.
I think what we should do is let's heat that one up really hot with the torch and then try to drop it on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's
You can see on here where it was scored from the previous one. So we know where it needs to be. In the end, as long as that hole lines up, that's all I really care about. So back at it with some more bad ideas. We're going to use this torch to heat up right
maybe
here. Oh, fancy. Oh.
fuck.
All right. You motherfucker. You know what would heat this garage up real nice?
Kerosene.
Well, yeah. But if we could turn the car on and just fill it up with fumes. The engine will heat the engine. The engine will heat the engine. The engine will heat the garage.
And we'll never have to worry about these problems again. Because we'll die.
One eternity later.
I'll let that sit for a second. I've never seen butane go out like that.
So, since that gear is bronze, what color is it going to turn? Doesn't that turn green?
That's copper, isn't it?
Oh, that might be copper.
You're probably not supposed to do it this way.
The instructions said to use a machine shop.
We are a machine shop. How long do you think I do this? Till the table catches on fire and then that heats it up?
If we catch the transmission box on fire over here, then, I mean...
I think what we do is we put some of our oil that is for air tools. See that?
It's not actually flammable.
We'll put that on the shaft
Nah,
and then slip this on.
shaft.
Yeah, shaft.
Well, this actually came with assembly loop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why am I... Oh, my God. I'm catching the table on fire. Once you get that kind of lubed up, just let me know and I'll quickly stop doing this.
This stuff smells good.
Smells like campfire in here now.
No, smell that.
Oh, yeah. It smells kind of like a cinnamon candle.
Yeah. I'm going to say that one gum, but...
Yeah. And... Oh, this thing is... Where's the pinhole?
Right here.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, do that. I don't want to hit.
Here, just put that on the table, yeah. Okay, let's check it. That's an inch.
Okay. Well, I see the top of the hole.
Oh.
So you're close.
A little further down.
Yeah. I wonder if we. I mean, do we want to attempt? We could try and line it up with this.
I'm gonna
See
grab
if
a
it can
slightly
pull
smaller
him.
socket. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do this. But will it work? I can't.
It's still just to the top of it. I think that's lost all its heat.
That's why we're struggling, probably.
We think it is on enough. Now we got to try and get this pin in, which is going to be interesting. So this gear is a little bit different than the other one. That one has a hole that goes through all the way. This one only has a hole on one side. So it's a little difficult to tell if it's lined up 100% here.
Can I see the hole?
I think that's pretty damn good.
Show the people what they want to see.
It was heated, so.
Yeah, that was cool. Well, we found out that this doesn't have a hole all the way through. And we thought that was maybe on purpose, but turns out you're supposed to drill a hole through. You're supposed to actually drill a new hole, but we got ours to line up. So now we're going to try to drill an 1/8-inch hole through it. So you're going to have to feel it go through very straight.
So we said, screw it. We'll just try. If it breaks, then we'll just order another one. Jesus.
Well, at least we can probably pull it out.
Yeah.
It's probably hot as fuck.
Yeah, don't touch that.
Blow on it. Okay, I got some brake clean if we want to spray it off. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
We went ahead, we got that drilled, and now we're going to see if we can put a pin through. And I'm curious if the pin's going to be sloppy in there now.
It might be a little big. Yeah, it feels good.
Don't burn your hand.
There ain't nothing hot on it anymore.
All right, now kind of the goal here is Hunter has to get the engine to top dead center, so that way we can drop the distributor in, point it at the number one, and get everything lined up. We're going to need to find that little cap somewhere. A little plastic cap.
It was around here last time.
It's definitely
Tell me when
it's in the garage.
Let me grab a different one. Give me the breaker bar.
Some leverage.
Yeah. It's too cold right now. I fucking got nothing on me.
And I don't even, you're going to have to turn it a lot more because I can't see anything yet. All right, you're almost there. Like a quarter of what you just did should get you pretty much there. And okay, touch, tiny bit. All right, that's good. Right there's good. It's like technically it's at 1 degree, but if you try to move it more, it's gonna probably it'll go past and then past and then past. Woo! All right, now what we gotta do is we gotta stab the distributor in, have it pointed slightly one way, and then where's that little cap at?
You keep asking me like
You're the guy that I don't put stuff away.
Exactly. That's why I don't know where it's at.
Nah, it's because you
had it last.
No way.
100%.
I would remember.
Is it in that box?
Could be in that box. Could be on the shelf. But it's definitely could be in the garage.
It's anywhere except for where it's supposed to be.
So right now when I'm putting this in, kind of trying to get it to set. It's got to set into the oil pump shaft. And then
I think it's in the bin.
That's all right.
Fucking hurry up.
I think I might have to do that thing where you slightly crank it and I push down. And then we'll move it back.
This guy.
Oh, wait. I just got it.
All right.
I just had to go at it from a different angle. So there's that. I can get this started.
Make sure to get your bolt. You don't want to leave it all loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey. And now we need to find a plastic cap, which will actually tell us where the timing needs to be. And what we are looking for is this cap right here. Now this cap is like gold when it comes to Holly sniper kits and Hyperspark. Basically, what it does is you can stab the distributor in however you want, and as long as this little indent lines up with these two pins and the rotor, you know, Holly knows what the timing is on this distributor now, and I think it presets it at like 10 degrees or 15 or whatever. But basically, this verifies that it's at least within reason. And then all we have to do is tighten it a little bit, turn the engine on, and then verify with our timing gun and make small adjustments. But this gets us really, really close for the computer.
That we're almost done, because then I can go get coffee and get warm. My toes are so cold.
It's actually horrible in here right now.
It's so cold.
Wait, breathe out really heavy. Yeah, it's cold. What are we about to do?
Get super disappointed. We're gonna test the car, see if the timing is fixed.
I think you can turn the battery on.
I did. The battery is on. We're hot. We're gonna see if the spark actually works. Find out if the distributor gear is on properly, and then we're gonna actually check the timing with the timing gun.
We're going to be heroes or zeros really quickly.
Either way, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to be warming up in my truck. So,
and going to drink coffee. Is it in park? Don't run me over.
yeah, it's in park. You want me to move it to neutral?
No, park's fine. Don't fuck with
All right. It's cold, so I'm going to give it a little pump. It doesn't sound like that.
I got no spark.
It sounds clunky.
I think it's just because it's cranking over slow. No spark, though.
It's immediately turning the battery off, too, like while we're trying to turn it over, so it might just be too cold.
But why do we have no spark? Oh! We have to plug in the distributor.
Oh, hey, that would help.
Dang, I unplugged this for nothing.
Oh, God. We're
so bad.
So good at our job.
We're getting paid.
For those of you at home, plug your distributor in. Well, if you have a car with a computer.
And you got to plug it in no matter what, because we did that for drama. If you don't plug it in, how is it supposed to work? Okay.
All right, round 2.
Hold up and go ahead.
All right, that's good. That's good progress.
Okay. Let's spray a little brake clean in it.
Yeah.
The timing, from what I'm seeing, looks like it's at about 12.
That's fine.
Which is good.
Hey, this is farther than we got before.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to have to adjust this throttle. It keeps getting stuck.
Just don't even touch the throttle.
No, I wasn't, but I was pumping before, and it gets stuck at like 30, and then it goes down.
I found a linkage kit online we should buy.
Oh!
All right, just
once it goes,
don't touch the throttle at all.
Okay.
I'm just gonna filter some brake clean. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, this is different. It looks like it reset itself.
Go ahead. Give her a whirl, buddy. It wants to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something. After you can try it once more if you want, but
What are you doing?
taking off the supercharger belt.
Try and take some pull off of it.
Some load.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm hoping that it's kind of like fighting that.
Uh-huh.
You can spin that supercharger by hand though.
You can?
Yeah, it's stiff, but you can. Go ahead.
I don't know what that was.
It didn't sound good.
Puts it back on.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't really want to try it again.
Maybe it was the starter. You know, the starter's done clunky stuff before.
Yes. What are you doing?
I'm going to put this back on.
What? I mean, all right.
It didn't make that noise until I took this off.
I mean, it didn't make a noise that time.
Yeah.
I'd say arguably it was a little faster.
Just don't spin anything because you'll rip my hand off. All right, go ahead.
Here, just because it would only make sense as soon as you do it one fucking time.
It does make the most sense.
I thought it did for a second.
So did I.
We need an engine block heater. Did you see Advanced Auto Parts is going out of business? Yeah, everything's on sale.
Huh.
We should go over there.
I'm like debating my foot on the. I don't think it's going to help it though.
Yeah, it might just bog it. Was that with your foot? No. Try it once. All right, now we know that the car is running again. We're going to go ahead and do an oil change. We want to really flush out all those fluids just in case there's any broken up bits of metal from that other gear. Once that's done, the car really should be ready to go. Then we're going to be back on the road and testing that 60-foot time.
60-mile-an-hour time.
We're testing 60-foot now.
Hell yeah. Look at those leaks under the car. Hell yeah.
Got the car back, taking it for a quick run. This is about the coldest weather this car has ever been able to drive in. Snowy, gross. Couldn't be happier that we're doing it though.
This time around, we're actually back to driving. Turns out we should be a little bit more of diagnostic mechanics and not the type that just buy a bunch of different parts. Because we bought probably $300 worth of parts for a $75 fix. But we have better spark plugs and spark plug wires now at least. As you can see, we're back on the road. Going to be doing burnouts and stuff right now. Kidding, it'll freak out on her. So our quick 3-second burnout just so happened to get us a ticket. So looks like we're not going to do burnouts in this area anymore.
Sylvania is not pro smoke.
Not pro smoke. Thumbs down.